guys, welcome back. It's Josh with the Financial Advisor Car Guy. This week I'm going to give you an update on the truck, the 55 Ford. I have a slew of parts sitting right here next to me on the floor that are going to get ready to get installed. But I'm going to walk you through basically my shopping list of everything. There are a couple of parts that have been back ordered, so I don't have them just yet. And then first and foremost, we're going to talk about that rust panel. If you remember, in the lower driver's side corner, the rear corner of the cab, there is a kind of a hole. I'm going to show a picture of it right here, but a hole where the filler neck would have gone for the fuel tank. And right below that is a hole from rust. Now, I was able to find a patch panel that I already talked to my buddy, Jeff, who's a body guy. He's the one that did a ton of work on my Mustang. He welded on quarter panels. He's actually the one that paint and fit and finished my fiberglass fastback roof. And he's fantastic. And so I've chatted with him a little bit. We're kind of building a game plan to get that panel on the car. But for now, like I said, I've been accumulating these other parts. And so let's dive right in. So you're probably looking at this thinking, man, that's kind of a mess. How do you know what's even here? Well, I'm gonna walk you through what everything is, but first let's start right back over here. We're gonna take a look at this patch panel. So basically my thoughts here are, this goes well behind the truck bed. And I don't really want to remove the entire truck bed to fix just basically the hole that's right here and down here where the rust is. So my thoughts are, you can kind of see fingerprints on here, but basically my thoughts were, if Jeff cuts this, somewhere in there, he can weld this on without having to remove the truck bed, which is gonna save a ton of time and a ton of labor. And, I think from a structural dependability, depending on what the inner structure of the cab, what that looks like, I don't necessarily think he needs to have that whole extension clear back, off to the right behind the truck bed. So if we don't need that, great. In this box was the carpet, which you're gonna see right here. I've kind of laid it out. That big box there is the new headliner, which, is just big and black. It's rolled back up and put in there. We're gonna come down over here now. We're gonna take a look. I've got headliner weather stripping or headliner seal. I've got a set of door weather stripping. That is for both doors, so there's two there. I've got wing window gaskets and new hardware, so there's screws and stuff in there. Here's window felt. So this is going to help the glass go up and down and keep it clean and hopefully rattle free. This is a new window channel. So I've got a pair of those left and right. And then right below, I'm missing one, but this is the divider window, or the divider beam that goes kind of between the glass. I can walk out there, I suppose. But imagine with me a wing window right in here, right? It would be the divider piece that goes between the wing window and the actual glass. So I'm missing the passenger side. They only had the driver side, so it's on back order. Come back up over here. This is a new driver's side rear view mirror. It's beautiful. It's kind of a chrome finish. It's got an extension arm and everything. You'll see that once it's installed. And here we have several things. We've got headliner clips. I've got door panel clips. Those are the two mini bags. And then in those boxes, I have window cranks and door handle cranks, okay? I've got brand new door cards. So these are gonna be the interior door panels, which is gonna be great. In this box down below, I've got both driver and passenger side new glass. I've got weather stripping gasket adhesive. So I've got 2 packs of that. That's necessary on the door, as well as the wing windows. And I wanna say maybe even the roof piece too. That roof seal might need some gasket glue or there as well. And then I've got new door actuator locks, and so that's fine. In this long cylinder box, those are gonna be the rails for my bed. You're looking at material for my bed, which is awesome. And then new hardware, those are gonna be the stainless steel bolts that fasten it all together. That's gonna fasten these rails to the wood and then ultimately to the back of the truck. And so the only thing that's not here that I ordered, aside from the passenger side separation bar, are little mini gaskets for the glove box, okay? I'm missing my kick panels, my lower kick panels that will go in the lower left and right hand corner, of the cab, kind of under the dash, if you will. And then there's one other piece, and I'm trying to remember. Oh, it's the end cap. It's a chrome or a stainless steel end cap that goes on the end of the bed. So when you fold the tailgate down, basically runs left to right. There's a piece of like a chrome finish strip that looks nice on the edge of the bed. That's on back order as well. And then let's come over here. This stack right here. This is all Amazon branded Dynamat. It's not real Dynamat, but it is an insulation. And if I can get one of these out of here real quick, it's pretty cool. That tape is not being my friend, so hang tight. So it's kind of got this aluminum finish on it. It's a peel and stick. It's great. Each of these bags has 3 2-foot by 3-foot sections. So, you can imagine that's a lot of square footage right here. I think I ordered six packages, and like I said, each package has 3 sheets of 2 by 3. So it's 18 square feet times 6. It's a lot of square footage of sound deadener insulation, and that's exciting. So I can cut it to fit and get that all ready to go in the cab, and that's pretty much all the parts. Now it's really just making the time to put it all together. Like I said, I first want to take the truck and that patch panel over to Jeff so he can get that panel fixed, get it in primer, and get it ready to go. Then I can literally start assembling the truck. I will likely paint the interior. I guess I didn't show you that, but I did order, I didn't order it. I bought some black enamel paint in a rattle can. I'm gonna paint the entire inside of the cab black, the dash, the under dash, all that stuff. And then I'll go and install, the Dynamatting, the door cards, the carpet, the headliner, all that stuff. So when you open the door, everything should be black. I don't know if you guys recall this or not, but in the last episode, I showed you the steering column and the gauge cluster and all that is kind of a polished silver. It's not chrome, but it's like a polished silver. I went ahead and ordered my door handles and my window cranks to match. So there will be a little bit of a silver accent, based on that. That's gonna be the accent color, silver inside. Everything else will be blacked out. And then of course, building those doors correctly, I kind of have to wait for that channel, that inner channel. And then once I have, or that divider strip or whatever they call it. Once I have that, I can put the passenger door together. I already have everything for the driver door. So I may get working on that, but I'm a little bit reluctant to be halfway through a project and waiting on parts. I'd almost rather just wait and do it all at once. Same thing with the bed. I guess thinking out loud, if Jeff is going to remove the bed sides and everything from the back of that pickup, I don't want to build the floor in there until it's all said and done. So part of me is like, I kind of want to just get that welding piece done first, then put the bed together, then worry about the interior, and kind of in that order. But if he says, no, I can cut your panel down, I don't need to remove the bed, I could start building that bed floor like today. So we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys apprised of that progress and whatnot. But, I guess kind of quickly looking at it again, this material, I watched a bunch of videos on how to rebuild a truck bed. And one thing I saw over and over again is you've got to use a quality hardwood. Anything, cheap, anything junky, any light, not hardwoods like a softwood or anything like that, cedar, pine, any of that junk. And it's not, junk. It's not junk, but it's junk when it comes to a truck bed because it's gonna break, it's gonna be brittle. It's not, even stained and everything, it's not heavy duty enough. So I watched a few YouTube videos, right? Just like you guys are doing right now. And basically what I saw was a lot of guys are doing on these resto mods, and this is not an original truck, so I don't really care. A lot of these guys are using this wood grain, this nice brown Trex decking. So it's like a hard plastic is essentially what it is. It's, it's an injection mold using sawdust. So there's some real wood in there, but it's essentially a plastic truck bed. And then I'm using all the stainless hardware and everything like the OEM stuff. So once it's all said and done, I mean, looking at it, especially from a couple feet away, you probably won't be able to tell. It'll look like stained wood. But if you get in there and you really touch it, put your hand on it, it's gonna have a little bit of a rubbery or plastic feel to it. But I don't care. I think for this truck, it's gonna be perfect. I think it's gonna look awesome. I'm really excited to dive into that project. And I think at the end of the day, durability and everything is fantastic on this stuff. And it was cheaper than hardwood. So each of these sticks, I had to buy 8, and I have to cut them down, right? Because it's about a 6.5 foot bed. These are 8-foot sticks. But basically each 8-foot stick was about $20, somewhere between $20 and $21. So multiply that by 8 and I'm at like $165, $166. And to do the same thing with actual hardwood was gonna be closer to $250. So I figure I'm saving 90 or $100, and this is a material that I'll likely never have to replace. It should have double or triple the life of actual wood. So, I mean, that's exciting to me. I think that that's gonna be, again, that's gonna be a good thing. I shouldn't have to replace this. I can do it one time and then be done. The only other things that I've been kind of contemplating on the truck is the back window glass. The glass itself is fine, but I might need a new gasket. It's got some cracks and weathering to it. And actually, while I was reading the instructions on how to put the new headliner in, they recommended taking the back glass out and using a fresh gasket because it's more moldable, if you will. It's gonna be softer material to work with. It's not gonna be hard and brittle like the one that's on there now. So they recommend using a new gasket when you put the headliner in. So I haven't researched how much that's gonna cost, but it's not very much money. And then the other thing is window visors, So I took the 2 visors down that were in there now. They were kind of a beige color, white, if you will, but they're really dirty and so like brown now. They're kind of expensive, but I also think they're pretty generic. I don't think there's anything proprietary about these particular, sun visors. So I'm kind of thinking of 2 things. Either one, I kind of restore these ones and just maybe cover them with some sort of black material so they match the inside, the interior of the truck, of all the new stuff inside the truck. Or I go online and just find some real cheap generic ones that are already done in black and figure out how to, mount them to the existing mounting position. So that's gonna take some work and some figuring, but that's kind of where I'm at. Those are the last 2 pieces that I haven't really thought through. Everything else on the interior will pretty much be done. Then of course there's seatbelts, right? In 1955, there was no seatbelt law, so this truck has no seatbelts. It's not something that it even has. And, I drive my kids around in it and roads are much more congested and there's bigger vehicles on the road and all these things than there were in 1955. So what I'd like to do is also find some lap belts. They don't have to be anything fancy, just something to keep us in our seats in, case of a collision or whatever, right? So I wanna have some safety precaution in there. We're gonna die like real men. There's no airbags. We don't have to worry about that. But having some sort of seatbelt just to kind of help a little bit would be a good thing. So that's all I got for you guys this week. I wanted to share this update with you and let you know that hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I start progressing in the right direction and I'll start getting this truck together and you guys will start seeing the aftermath. And so stay tuned. In the meantime, comment down below. Let me know if there's anything I've overlooked or if there's something you think I need to do to this truck that maybe I haven't thought of yet. Keep that in mind. And, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. But of course, most importantly, remember, may every investment you make be a good one. Till next time.